This is a 39-foot offshore catamaran Ocean Express with a T64
Okay,
General Electric turbine.
This is the back end of the beast. We've got a T64 up here, which is General Electric turbine. There's a little JFS starter that cranks it up to light it off. We run through a Casale V drive, come back out, and we go through a Arneson number 10 drive. This Arneson drive trims and steers through a twin fin with a 16-inch surface cleaver. Got some rocker panels or trim tabs, depending on your opinion, with water pickups. And we've got little jet ski motors in the side here. Those jet ski motors pick up on the outside, so when we're running, it doesn't affect the bottom of the boat. That gives me a little docking ability if I don't want to start the turbine up. We only have basically forward and neutral. We use a braking system that I'll show you in a little bit. It's just basically a disc brake with an air override. Here we have the General Electric T64 turbine out of a helicopter. I think they were used in possibly a Sea Stallion. It's not a common one, but it was developed for helicopter use. It's a turbine because we have a intake, goes through a set of compressors. Then there's the fuel, which ignites, and then we've got the burner can and another set of fan blades after that, which actually power a shaft. That shaft normally would go up to the helicopter rotor blades. We go through a Casale V drive here, and then down to a lower shaft which goes out to through a disc plate there, out to the Arneson number 10 drive. The difficulty with these engines is that they have a high idle. They ground idle at 76%. So to start it, we use a little JFS starter. I call it the mini turbine. This cranks up and it's a free turbine, so eventually once it starts running, it'll start turning this chain drive here, which then goes down to the N1 gearbox and cranks over the T64, and then we can light it off and get up to 76% ground idle. Most of the horsepower in this thing's all up above 90%. Down there, if you can see it, we use a disc brake. That disc brake basically stops the lower shaft as it comes out of the V drive. So it's an air over hydraulic drive or disc brake. That way we can stop the free turbine and give us a neutral. When we take the brake off, then we can have a forward, so we don't have any reverse here, just neutral and forward. We also have put two little tiny jet ski motors in the corner here. There's one on each side, one on the other side over there. And those little jet ski motors start up, and we go ahead and use those for docking, or if you want to get around without using the main turbine as far as an engine. This engine stats, it idles at 76%, N1. You've got to push it all the way to get there. At ground idle, it produces about 150 horsepower. It burns a lot of fuel because it's 2,860 horsepower. Wide open throttle on the owner's manual says it's about 180 gallons an hour. Not sure what it does at idle, but I'm sure it does go through fuel very quickly. The efficiency of a turbine is great when you're looking at power to weight ratio. This thing probably weighs in at about a little over 600 pounds and produces 2,000 horsepower and can easily be run all day long. if you can keep the fuel to it. We have two electrical systems. We have a 12-volt system to run most everything on the boat that's boat related, and then we have a 24-volt system that's related to the turbine or aircraft parts. We run kerosene. Here we have a boost pump. That boost pump primes the engine and goes through a huge filter and feeds the engine with the kerosene fuel. We've got two fuel tanks on either side here. Both of them hold almost 200 gallons. So about a half tank's maybe 200 gallons, which is 3 or 4 drums of kerosene. Here we are at the lake, ready to go for a ride, Lake Naciemento, and it's been a bunch of years putting this thing together and a lot of tests here and there, but here we are.
Oh my gosh, Daryl, here we go. We've got a boatload of kids.
Daryl, I think I've seen Daryl before.
I know.
Yeah, football field.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yep.
As they say, fire in the hole.
Fire.
Okay, so we're going to hit the little starter turbine. Whoever's sitting here, just don't pull these off because that's an emergency stop. Will kill fast.
Can you stand up?
Yep, you can stand up.
Try.
Okay, ready? We'll just go.
Sounds like we're in the Batmobile.
That's one huge rooster tail.
Yeah.
How fast they're going.
I think it's running so damn well compared to how it has been running in the past.
Oh my god, his tail.
Like
Awesome as always.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Huggy. That was better than
What a great ride.
Triple E ticket. Just like I remember.
Thanks for watching. I want to thank Howard Arneson of Arneson Industries, Greg Wall of Marks Marine, Santa Maria, California, Tim Arfons of Akron Turbine Group, and here's some info if you want to contact me. Thank you very much.